This is Natalia.
Are you gonna be my mommy and daddy?
We sure would love that if you'll have us.
You know, it's the idea of perspective and the perspective shifting, and we can all hear the same story, and we all come away thinking something different. And I think that that's an interesting thing about being a human being.
I let her in, right?
We're supposed to be on the same
Don't do
team.
that. We are on the same team.
Something is off. She has adult teeth. There are signs of puberty. Michael? I don't think she's a little girl.
Ellen was like a mentor for me, and I really needed someone like her as my first role. She was just insane, and she always told me that I can stand up for myself, I can have a voice, and that was really needed because this was my first big role, and as a young woman, we always need to hear that. And yeah, I was just so grateful for her. And Mark, what an amazing human! Like I have never seen a nicer human in my life.
There's that expression, like once you become a parent, you become a parent to every child in the world, and I have like real strong paternal energy, and I have a little bit of like savior complex energy, which helped me also tap in to Michael and Christine. But in particular, the way that a father might treat his daughter, some of that stuff was really, really hard. And Imogen and I got really close. She plays Natalia, and so it was very hard to do some of that stuff on set.
We're with Child Protective Services.
What?
There's been some concern about the safety of the children in your home.
Didn't someone leave you there?
You have no idea how those people hurt this girl. We are helping her.
There's sort of little clues to people's personalities and sort of how people manipulate, how people gain power. I think a lot of this has to do with who has the power and who doesn't, and how you get that, and who listens to who.
Was there something that a detective told you about working on a case like this that you really just kind of honed in on?
The main thing was how it stays with you, and it just something's nagging you. You have to keep going back to it. And really, Sarah Sutherland and Katie Robbins did a phenomenal job putting that onto the page, because with Drysdale, he just could not let it go.
The photo isn't her. She stole someone's identity.
I don't know what's going on.
How old are you?
I think if there was anything more just polar opposite of what you have been doing for the last 20-ish years, this is it. What was it about this project that made you say, I gotta do it?
It was just what you said. It was the polar opposite from what I've been doing for 20 years, and I thought, it's time.
Ellen came in, and listen, I am a person whose best friend became a doctor because of Grey's Anatomy. I'm such a fan, and she was so eager to do something different, and she just brought it every day, and similarly had to go to these much darker places than I think we've seen from her before.
It was a very difficult story to be a part of, and I feel deeply thankful for the really loving and supportive environment we had, and the cast that we have, this star of Imogen and Ellen and Mark and the showrunners, Sarah and Katie. There was a real creative collaboration every step of the way, and that's why it is what it is.
If you tell a story well enough, truth doesn't always matter.
Folks just love a good American family.